Everyone, and today I will be presenting the FTE Networks Inc Scandal. Here's an overview of what I'm going to be talking about. First, what is FTE Networks? What happened? How did they do it? What did they do with the money? Were there any signs? Are they facing any consequences? And where is the company now? What is FTE Networks? So FTE Networks is a versatile holding and investment company specializing in targeted investments in real estate. FTE's investments are primarily focused on expanding a strong and established portfolio of residential real estate assets in order to provide shareholders with immediate value and sustainable long-term growth in returns. What happened? Well, according to the SEC's complaint from 2016 to 2019, Michael Pelleshi and David Leatham of FTE directed the company to issue approximately $22.7 million in convertible notes with short-term maturities, steep interest rates, and market price-based formulas for conversion into FTE shares either upon demand or upon default. And to the left, you can see that Michael Pelleshi was the CEO and David Leatham was the CFO. They inflated the company's revenues for certain periods by as much as 108%. They misappropriated millions of dollars of company funds for personal use, and they concealed the issuance of all of those convertible notes. How did they do it? They concealed the notes by creating more than 35 fake notes from the same lenders using the same terms totaling about $14 million and giving them to FTE's auditors and accountants. They also concealed these notes by creating fake resolutions of FTE's board of directors that purportedly authorized the company to issue the convertible notes on which they forged the directors' signatures. Then they gave these forged board resolutions to FTE's lenders. As a result of the convertible note fraud, FTE understated its debt derivative liabilities and warrant derivative liabilities and failed to recognize losses on conversion derivative liabilities and losses on the issuance of notes in 2017 and 2018. Specifically, they failed to recognize a $35 million loss on conversion and $42 million loss on issuance of notes for the year ending 2017. What did they do with the money? Authorities said Pelleshi and Leatham also caused FTE to recognize more than $12 million of revenue it had not yet earned, and diverted corporate funds for salary increases, private jet use, luxury cars, and other personal expenses. According to the SEC, Pelleshi misappropriated $4.3 million, including $740K for car leases and storage, and $228,000 for family trips to Peru and Las Vegas. While Leatham misappropriated $1.1 million, primarily cash payments to himself and his wife. Were there any signs? Based on the FTE Networks website, FTE Networks receives notice from NYSE regulation regarding late filing of annual report. This was April of 2019. This notice of noncompliance is predicated on the company's failure to timely file its Form 10-K for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2018 with the SEC. The next notice they posted was on June 2019, and it was due to 4 of the members of the board of directors resigning, like all at once. Are they facing any consequences? The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filed related charges against Pelleshi, who's 46, and Leatham, 62. On July 15th, they were each charged with securities and wire fraud and improperly influencing audits, identity theft, and conspiracy. The U.S. Attorney Audrey Strauss in Manhattan said the Manhattan DA Cyrus Vance separately charged both defendants with grand larceny, saying they stole more than $28 million from construction manager Benchmark Builders Inc. to make FTE's finances look better and fund Peleshi's spending. The stock was traded on the NYSE American market until it was suspended December 2019 and delisted in May of 2020. Benchmark Builders, which was acquired by FTE Networks in 2017, said that executives at the company had alerted the Manhattan DA's office to the alleged crimes committed by Pelesi and Leatham. Not a single contractor or client was impacted by these events, and not a single worker missed a paycheck. The construction industry in the city can be a tough business, but we have always put integrity first, and that's what led to today's events. We are happy to have this behind us and will work with renewed focus on servicing our customers, the company said. Now, he is referencing the day that he came forward and basically alerted the Manhattan DA office what Pelesi and Leham were doing. According to the latest FTE Networks Inc shareholder update posted May 23, 2022, as before, our goal remains for FTE to run a national-scale single-family home rental business. The reality is that FTE and its subsidiary remain mired in litigation. So even though they were charged in 2021, they are still fighting various lawsuits now in 2022. This is my works cited page where I have listed the articles that I access in order to complete my presentation. Thank you for watching and listening.